tell us your name?
My name is Sherry.
Just come and sit a little bit closer to me. It's too far away.
Sure.
Does that mess your camera up? Your name is Sherry.
My name is Sherry.
And we heard your mum speak last night.
My mother did speak last night, yes.
She was amazing.
She's between her and my husband and of course God, they're the only reasons I'm alive. My doctors all turned their backs on me and left me to the wolves. So
okay, so let's go back to before you were vaccine injured. How was your life then?
Well, I always struggled with my health. I had a spinal injury at birth, so I struggled with migraines, things like that. But I was functional. I had a full-time job. I was an accountant. I just struggled through life, but I was functional. And I met a doctor who I thought I could trust. He said, I'll help you with the migraines. I'll get you through. No problem. And he did.
What kind of a doctor was he?
He was a regular internist and a regular family practice doctor. But I think he thought that he was more than he was. At least I find that out now.
And his mission was to help you with your migraines?
Yes.
Okay. What happened?
And as I was with him, I got more and more sick, and he would put more and more medicine on me.
What kind of medicine?
He eventually had me on antipsychotic medications, antidepressant medications, an Alzheimer's medication, a blood pressure medication to control the migraines, which ultimately ended up almost killing me. I had a severe life-threatening reaction to it. My list of medications was longer than somebody that was 70 or 80 years old, and I was barely 30 when I started with him. And every time I had a side effect to a medication, his answer to it was, well, here's another medication, here's another medication, here's another medication. And then he vaccinated me. Well, he had been all along giving me flu vaccines, pneumonia vaccines, but then he gave me the DTaP vaccine, and that put me over the edge.
And so what happened?
He turned his back on me.
So why did he think that you needed the DTaP?
That was actually, as much as I hate to admit it, my fault. I asked for a tetanus shot. I got cut. I didn't know. I did not know that there was a tetanus shot and this whole DTaP thing. I thought it was just a tetanus shot. I didn't know. I was not told anything. I was not educated of anything. And later on I found out what it was, what it entailed, and I was told, you're just getting it. I even asked, quite like, this is just a tetanus shot at one point, and because there was like this big to-do about it when they gave it to me. It's just a tetanus shot, and then I found out later when I got the bill, it said DTaP vaccine. So that's how I found out. I didn't even know.
And so tell me what happened to you after that.
Between the medicine that I had a reaction to and the vaccine, I don't know exactly what did what. He was playing mad scientist with me. My blood pressure plummeted. The one blood pressure I remember, it sticks in my head, was 62/45. I couldn't get off my couch. He turned on me. He would not help me. So I went to my cardiologist of 10 years, and he turned on me. Apparently they were friends. They were in the same medical
And when
group.
you say turned on you, what does that mean?
They said it was all in my head. There was nothing wrong with me. It was in my head. I needed to go home and take some sedatives and go to bed.
So what did you do?
So my mother is a nurse. She lived 2 hours away, and she was not well at the time, so she talked my husband through taking care of me over the phone. And by the grace of God, we got somebody in a pharmaceutical company for the one medicine that I was having a problem with. At this time, we didn't know the vaccine was an issue. I didn't even know I got the DTaP vaccine. So we didn't know it was an issue. We were thinking it was just all the medicine. So this person at the pharmaceutical company is talking them through how to help me. I couldn't get off the medication, but I but taking it was killing me. We had no idea the vaccine's doing this. And I couldn't get up except to go to the bathroom, and I had to have somebody help me. My heart rate was going skyrocketing, plummeting, blood pressure skyrocketing, plummeting. My migraines went crazy, and then I started having, I had permanent memory loss. All of a sudden I lost things, like periods of my life. It was like somebody took a giant eraser and just wiped it out. There's nothing there. It's still not there. I don't remember things. My husband will bring up parts of my life, things that we did, vacations we had. It's like, you know how sometimes somebody will bring something up, and if you don't remember it, but then they bring it up and you can go, oh yeah, I do remember that. There's no recollection whatsoever. It's gone. It's erased from time as far as I'm concerned.
And so now, years on, how are you coping?
Well, I started to climb back up, and then this was all in the north. I lived in Delaware, and then I moved to South Carolina, and I seemed to have a relapse. And I went back into bed. I was in bed for a year, and another a year, except for going to doctor's appointments and the occasional fun grocery store trip where I had to use a wheelchair. I had real bad gastrointestinal problems, and I had gastric paresis. My stomach, it was only functioning, they said, at 19%. And I got down to 89 pounds. And they were going to put a pacemaker in my belly. And then I met my chiropractor and my natural doctors here where we are right now. And they've helped me tremendously through chiropractics, diet, nutrition, you know. And I've come a very long way in the 4 or 5 months that I've been with them. Every day is still a struggle to do the things that people take for granted. Sorry. The things that people take for granted. To get up and get a shower. To fix my hair. The normal, everyday things are so hard to do. But I'm able to do them now. It's hard, but I'm able to do them now. I'm not in bed. I'm out of bed, I'm dressed, and I'm winning. It's not beating me anymore.
Well, we're really great. You've got a lot of people sending you love and prayers, and thank you for telling your story. It's been really painful.
I just want people to know that adults get hurt too. So I don't want them to think that, you know, you don't have to just be careful with your kids. Be careful with yourself too. You have to be. Ever since this, I trusted my doctor. I trusted him so much. You have to be your own best advocate. If you do go to doctors, it's okay to question them. It's okay to go home and Google things. And if you don't want to take a medicine, it's your body. Don't take it. Don't take it. Because if I had done that, I wouldn't be sitting here today.
Hugs. Amen. I'm so glad you are here today, and I'm so glad you're on the mend. Chiropractors are amazing, aren't they?
They're incredible, and I have, in my opinion, the best one in the world.
I think I met him.
Dr. Lomas.
Yeah.
Yes, he's incredible, and he takes all the time with me in the world that I need, and he's taken very good care of me. Everybody here has, so at the practice here, and they're wonderful.
And would you ever vaccinate? Silly question. I'm going to ask you anyway.
Would I? Never. Never. And I'm asked all the time if I do go anywhere, even when I walk into the pharmacy for the little, you know, I'm almost completely off of all medication now, but I have a couple things I'm still getting off of, and when I go in there, they're always trying to force their vaccines on me. I say I don't vaccinate. I still get the stink face, you know, but it's my choice.
Thank you so much for telling your story. It's going to help a lot of people.
Thank you for all that you guys are doing.
All right. Have you signed the bath?
I did.
You did.
I
You got up on the ladder?
I did.
That was
I
great.
did. Yes, it was.
What number are you?
2910, and I signed it for my best friend. She's 2911. She was hurt about 8 years ago by the bird flu vaccine. She was
Swine flu vaccine.
Maybe it was the swine flu. What was it, bird flu?
Not
Maybe
the
I'm not.
BS vaccine.
She was put in a wheelchair and has RSD as a result. So yeah, so we're right next to each other.
See these hearts?
Yeah.
Love you.
Awesome. Thank you.
A lot of people out there looking, a lot of love. So
Thank you.